Hey everybody, it's Jason Everett from Business Refuel. And are you one of those people that is constantly overwhelmed? You have an endless list of to-dos, or you're one of those people who say, man, I have to get this done by the end of the day, or I should have gotten it done yesterday, but I still haven't gotten it accomplished. And you start weighing yourself down with all these heavy thoughts. Well, I want to talk to you today about how do you upgrade your language and ultimately turn around how you feel on a day in and day out basis. Because what happens is we actually get addicted to our language and our language patterns and language habits. In fact, I have a friend of mine who runs a rehab facility all over the West Coast. He has a couple of them. And what they do is not only do they work with people to treat their drug and alcohol addictions and things like that, but they also work with people to treat their language addictions. And so we as individuals can operate on our subconscious mode and start to use just this addictive behavior and language. So I'll give you an example of something that he's changed even within his own children that you'll probably notice in this story. In fact, I had a friend of mine who was watching his kids one day, and he had a 5-year-old kid that was out swimming in the pool. He was a new swimmer, so he was out swimming around and he got a little over his head, if you will, in the pool. And instead of screaming out for help, which what most people do, and you imagine in a clinic like the places he runs, he actually teaches people, I don't want you to ask for help. Is what he says. He said, you got to upgrade your language. So this kid who's swimming around in the pool, starting to panic, screams out, I deserve some assistance! I deserve some assistance! Now think about that for a second. If you were in that pool, would you keep your cool enough to use that type of language? Or would you just scream out, help, as loud as you possibly could? So I want to talk to this point for just a second about how we use language in our day-to-day that sabotages and brings us down. So we say, I have to get this done before the end of the day, or I must do this, or I should have already had this done already. And that language brings us down. First, if you reverse that, turn it around and put a positive spin on it, is I get to get this accomplished before the end of the day, or I deserve to have this finished by 1 o'clock. Or I'd like to have it done. And what will happen is you'll upgrade your language, you'll update the amount of information that you bring into your brain, positive energy that will come into your space, and instead of being in a mode where you're bringing yourself down every single day, you'll actually be bringing yourself up. So that's it for me, Jason Everett, on another tip from Business Refuel. Have a great week.